So go ahead and open your frame-by-frame.fla. We're going to change the file name to this because I'm actually going to have you do all three of these animations on the same document. So do a file save as, and instead of frame by frame, let's just call this timeline tweens. Okay. All right, so you have two layers already, the frame by frame, which I'm gonna, and then the on your own that you did. And now we're gonna make a third one, and this third one is going to be a motion tween. Now, the nice thing about Flash is when you do an animation, sometimes you can put in just in a couple of frames instead of all of these, and it puts the motion that goes in between it. Okay, so I'm actually going to type the word motion. I'm going to use a different color. Oops, I have to select it in order to change the color though. And I'm going to choose a different font. Oops, that font looks too similar though. I'm going to choose a different one. There we go. Okay, so here is a font that I have, or sorry, a word that I have. I am going to make this drop to the bottom of the screen and then move up. Okay, so in my first keyframe, see the playhead is over the 1. It's starting up here at the top. Now, a frame-by-frame animation, you can do that with pretty much anything. Text, shapes, shapes that you put into drawings, whatever. Whenever we do a motion tween, we actually have to make it a symbol first. So I'm going to select that word. I'm going to go to the Modify menu, and I'm going to choose Convert to Symbol. I'm going to call it Motion. The type, we have 3 types that it can be. Movie clip simply means that there can be a timeline inside of it. Button means that it's interactive, like if you're using for a website or to advance to another scene, or a graphic. For this particular instance, we're going to make it a graphic. The registration point is important because if you want things to spin, you have to know where your pivot point is going to be, or your registration point. So for this, I'm going to make it in the middle, and I'm going to click OK. Now I know it's a symbol because it now has this blue box around it, and it has this little crosshair in the middle. Okay. Now, the next thing we have to do is we actually have to apply a tween to it. Several different ways to do it. I can control click on the actual symbol and do create motion tween. I can control click on the timeline and create motion tween. And I can insert menu motion tween. Okay, so I am going to create motion tween. Notice that it put the background of that layer to blue. I'm going to move my playhead over to, since this is about 48, I'm going to move it to the 20, and I'm going to move motion down to the bottom. Notice that it automatically puts a keyframe there, which is nice, makes it easy for us. Then I'm going to move my playhead to the very end, and I'm going to move motion up to the top right. Now, I didn't do it equally in the middle because things typically fall faster than they rise, okay? But you notice that I simply made 3 keyframes where I want it to start, something in the middle-ish, and where I want it to end. And if I hit return, Flash fills in the motion in between. Go ahead and save. And if you control test movie, which is also, by the way, command return, it publishes the Swift file for you.